Alright, this review is for the Sony CyberShot DSC-W710. I've been playing with this for a little while now, and it's not as good as the camera that I'm actually currently using to film this. One thing that you'll notice right away is it feels very light, pretty plasticky. That could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your point of view. It actually, it does have a removable battery, which is nice, because that way you can have multiple batteries with you on the go. But the way that you charge the battery is with it's basically just a little USB charger AC adapter that they give you a cord for. So that's a standard USB-A port, but this, I believe this is a proprietary port, or it could be the USB micro. I'm not sure, but I don't think this is standard. So if it is standard, it's the smallest USB standard out there. But that's how you charge the battery. You have to plug the cable into here and then plug this into the wall someplace. Whereas the Canon camera that I have actually has a little dedicated unit that will charge the battery, which I actually prefer that, but it's not that big of a deal. This is the mode selector switch, so you either can be in camera, dual, or film. This is pretty self-explanatory. Play timed shots, flash, and then garbage. Menu brings up various things. It's got a nice little grip here for your thumb. This is the shutter button, this is the on-off, and here's the actual shutter. As you can see, the lens has got like this ribbing in it, and it's already getting kind of dirty. I'm not too thrilled about that. It feels like, it's hard to describe. It feels like a whole bunch of abraded metal. There's the port for the tripod, microphone, flash, and all that jazz. So, if you turn it on, it has a little sound effect there. It will let you take, I believe, a couple of shots without a memory card. Let me test that. So yeah, so it went down from 5 to 4. So you get a couple of shots without a memory card, which is actually kind of nice, because the Canon camera that I have actually will not let you take any shots at all unless you have a memory card in there. So, you know, c'est la vie. I haven't charged this in well over a week, and it's still showing full charge, so that's nice. I did give it a full charge when I first got it. Recording mode. This is, most people don't fiddle with these things. One of the things that I did fiddle with was I changed the still image size to the 16:9 ratio. By default, it was taking images, I believe it was this one. It might have been one of these other ones, but it was a smaller size than I wanted it to be using, so I changed it to that one. Let's see what else. You can have steady shot on or off. I actually did not have it on when I took some pictures, and it does help, so I turned that on. You have settings for continuous shooting and whatnot. Exposure compensation. I would never mess with this, but maybe a professional photographer would. Smile shutters, you can use that for automatic shooting when it detects a smile. That's kind of cool. You can set the sensitivity for when it will detect that. You can do face detection. That's pretty standard for days. And then you can go in here for the settings, and you can mess around with sounds and time settings and all that jazz. When you first turn it on, it asks you the standard, you know, where are you, what time is it, that kind of a thing. So, it's pretty much, I mean, it's a camera, right? So, you can do, you know, video. This only does 720p versus 1080p, which is what the camera that I'm using takes, so that's not that great. And then it has this sweet panorama. Basically, you pretty much have to have a tripod. And what you do, it's kind of like those old cameras that used to use 35mm film. I don't know how many people will still remember this, but they used to have like different degrees. It would be like, you know, normal and then widescreen and like super widescreen, and you could do like these panorama things. This is the same thing. You press the shutter and then you move the camera. I haven't played with it because this doesn't really interest me, but I don't know, this might interest somebody, so it has it, but I pretty much guarantee you that if you don't have a tripod, this is going to be garbage. So that's about it. So this is the Sony Steady Shot. It's nice and slim. It would easily fit into a pocket. It has pretty good battery life. That's where you'd put the memory card. Obviously, you're going to want to have a high classification card with a high storage capacity, especially for taking video. You're also going to want to pick up another battery for sure if you are doing stuff on the go. Especially since these little starter batteries that they come with these days don't tend to have a lot of juice in them. So at least get one more. And that's about it. So nothing special, nothing terrible. But I would say this is a pretty good value. I really don't like how plasticky it feels. I would give this either 3.5 stars, maybe 4 stars. Since it doesn't let me give partial stars, I'm going to go ahead and give this 4 stars. But if the plasticky thing bugs you like it bugs me, in your mind, put this down to 3.5, maybe even 3 stars, just depending on how much the plasticky feel would bother you. So, but I'm going to go ahead and rate this 4 stars because Amazon won't let me rate it anything else. So, 4 stars. 4 stars.